Hello everyone, this is Matthew once again, and happy Thanksgiving! Yep, it is that time of year that we are celebrating Thanksgiving for what we're truly thankful for, and I am very thankful for all you for supporting my channel as well as subscribing to it, and to those who've been following me, which I really do appreciate it, especially for the ones that we all love and we truly care for. So, thank y'all. And today, for the occasion for Thanksgiving, I thought it would be great to review a movie that deals with Thanksgiving because there's not that many films that talk about Thanksgiving. Of course, there's been movies that feature Thanksgiving, but to me personally, I don't consider them to be as Thanksgiving movies. But when it comes to Thanksgiving movies, you always gotta have a movie that talks about Thanksgiving that really has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And that, my friends, I'm gonna be reviewing Plane, Trains, and Automobiles, starring Steve Martin and John Candy, and this film was written, produced, and directed by John Hughes, which of course I have reviewed one of his movies, and that would be 60 Candles. If you have not seen my review of 60 Candles, please feel free to check it out. I'll put the link below the description if you have not seen it yet. Really good movie. I love 60 Candles very much. I love Weird Science. I love Ferris Day Off, Breakfast Club, and this movie, which of course those are my 5 favorite John Hughes movies. I haven't decided what's my #1 favorite John Hughes movies, but if I ever do a top 5 favorite, I will let you know when it comes. She's Having a Baby, liked it alright. Uncle Buck's really good. Not one of his greatest, but it's a really good film. And Curly Sue, I have not seen it yet, but I've been hearing many bad things about it, but who knows. I could like it, I could end up not liking it, but what do I know. But yeah, when it comes to Thanksgiving movies, this is the one that's talked about. But of course, you do have the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special, which I really love, so I love a Charlie Thanksgiving. But anyway, I'm here to talk about Plane, Trains, Automobiles, as once again it stars Steve Martin and John Candy in a film that's written, produced, and directed by John Hughes. And you have film composer Ira Newborn. And yeah, if you want to know my thoughts on the movie, let's get right to it. And before I do that, I want to give you the backstory of this movie, so it's not really much of detail at all, but here it goes. The film was inspired by John Hughes, as he was basing on what happened in real life, that when he was on his way to Chicago, but he ended up at Wichita, Kansas, it took him 5 days to get home. And I repeat, 5 days to get home. So he used that, what happened in real life, and put that in the movie, but this time with Steve Martin and John King in it, as well as coming home from one place to the other in order to get home for Thanksgiving. And also, for familiar references that you've seen in other John Hughes properties, the car that both Steve Martin and John Candy rode or drive on was actually that somewhat resembles the Griswold's family truckster in National Police Vacation. And the house where Steve Martin's family's character lives at was actually almost resembles like the house from Home Alone, which of course the movie didn't come out until 1990, whereas Planters Automobiles came out in 1987. And also, for a non-John Hughes reference, the one shot in the movie when they're on their way to Chicago, but they end up in Wichita, Kansas, that shot of that airplane was taken from another Paramount movie, Airplane, a classic comedy film by the Sucker Brothers and Jim Abrahams. And also the speech that Kenny gives at the Steve Martin in the motel scene where he says, "I'm like the real Arkle. What you see is what you're gonna get." That scene alone will later be spoofed in a Family Guy episode called Baby Not on Board, which appeared in the 7th season. The film was released on November 25th, 1987, as it opened to critically acclaimed reviews by critics, and it was a box office success by making $49.5 million and gets a $30 million budget. The film itself, unfortunately, there was no Oscar nominations whatsoever, and it wasn't really a box office blockbuster like Jaws or Star Wars or anything, but for what it was about as successful as it could get for a comedy film. And the movie itself, Roger Ebert, film critic Chicago Sun-Times, may he rest in peace, I love Roger Ebert, add this movie to his great movie list, and those guys right there both consider this film their favorite of their own. And this is definitely one of my favorite films that Steve Martin's ever done, and definitely for John Candy, which he sadly is no longer with us, as much as how much we miss Chris Farley in it. So, what can I say about Plane, Trains, Automobiles that hasn't already been said? Well, I know everyone loves this movie, and I am one who really loves the film. I thought it had a really good premise. I love the two lead actors, both John Candy and Steve Martin, as they're really both the heart and souls in the movie. While Thanksgiving is a really good scene for the movie, but definitely what made this movie work are these two guys. These two, as I said before, are both the heart and soul of this movie. Where you have Steve Martin, who's not very much of a talkative guy, but of course, you really do feel for him and how frustrated and how much he wants to get to his family for Thanksgiving, doesn't want to miss it. And of course, you have John Candy, who's always the guy that you want to give a hug. And you know that he is a nice guy, whereas Steve Martin's character here is just not really too positive on Candy, and especially he just doesn't trust him, especially he's always in his way, always getting under his skin, and always talking and saying the stories that Steve Martin's character doesn't want to hear, so... But of course, as the movie progresses on, he does become to love John Candy's character, as he really does feel for him. Especially, of course, spoilers if you've not seen the movie yet. There was this one part of the film where Steve Martin's character does some of what a real human would do, is he asks him, like, why aren't you coming home? And Candy's character says that, I don't have a home. Marie's been dead for 8 years. And then, when Steve Martin sings for a moment, he brings him into his life by having him come over for his Thanksgiving dinner. Which, that's definitely... The movie has a really good message about Thanksgiving, and definitely what it means to us and what we're thankful for. That he was thankful for John Candy's character for trying to get him home, and John Candy's character is very thankful for Steve Martin's character as for inviting him for Thanksgiving dinner. Which, of course, I know who their names are, Neil Page and Dallas Griffith. They both really made the movie work, and the Thanksgiving message is very well done. Not really ham-fisted in your face, so I think it's very good. And the music by Aaron Newborn is really good. I know Leonard Maltin, the film critic, thought the music really hurt the film, which I hardly disagree with him on that. But if he doesn't like the music, that's fine, but I don't think the music was that bad. It is really funny, it has really good memorable moments, especially the freeway scene, which I do remember that from that scenic board game, where you have both John Candy and Steve Martin as they're trying to get home, but the other couple is telling them, you're going the wrong way. And then the truck, it's two skeletons, and John Candy's character is dressed up like the devil, which I thought was really funny. And of course, yes, especially this Blu-ray right here, as what it's called, if y'all can see it. If I had to say it, which I'm not sure if I consider it to be a cuss word or anything, but if it's not, then okay. But here it goes. If it is, I apologize, because I'm not really that kind of person that likes to swear. Dell, why did you kiss me? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Caught between two pillows. Those are pillows? See that Barrett game last week? Oh, heck of a game, heck of a game. And yes, you know what happens next. He goes to the bathroom. Steve Martin smells something funky on his hands, that they're socked in the sink. And then just pulls John Candy's underwear and goes... I mean, this one has a lot of memorable moments. I mean, if you start seeing Plane Trains and Automobiles, well, I've already spoiled that one ending in the movie, so... I shouldn't be spoiling more. Just go see Plane Trains and Automobiles if you have not seen it yet. It's a classic movie. I saw it as a really good premise. John Candy's direction is fantastic, who wrote a really good story, knows where to point the camera. John Candy and Steve Martin are both terrific in their own roles, as they're both fit together like bread and butter. And I thought it has a nice message for Thanksgiving and a really good heart to it. And it really does make you laugh and makes you feel good at the end. So if you haven't seen Plane Trains and Automobiles, then I just say, give it a watch. This is, in my opinion, the best Thanksgiving of all time, and it definitely really earns an A+. I really do love Plane Trains and Automobiles, and I know there was another movie that did that, but except it's not Thanksgiving, which will be called Due Date with Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis, which of course that would be Tony Stark and the guy from Hangover, which I haven't seen that in a long time. I'm curious about how well that holds up, but I do remember the last time it was funny. But even when I see that film, it will be nowhere near as good as this. This is the best one. This is the best one. But for those who like Due Date, that's cool with me, but I do prefer Plane Trains and Automobiles. A classic Thanksgiving comedy with a good heart. So anyway, that's my review of Plane Trains and Automobiles, and let me know what you think of this video. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know. Feel free to put your comments down below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So thank you for watching, take care. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving Day, which I know I had, and I know that December's coming up, and I'm definitely looking forward to review some Christmas movies. But for right now, I want to do a re-review of this movie because of Creed 2 is coming out. And my re-review of this movie is coming up next. Thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.